Welcome back to the studios of Cougars football with Joe Moczygemba. That's Coach Mooch. I'm your host, Brant Freeman. Coming up on Friday, the Cougars close out the season against the Judson Rockets, a team coming off their first loss of the year to Smith Valley, a wild game, 40-37 in overtime. The Rockets, though, still obviously very formidable at 8-1 on the season. Coach, this is not just one of the best teams in a great district. This is one of the best teams in this state. Just how stiff of a challenge is this on Friday?
They're a good football team, and I've said this before on this show. There's about 7 other ones in this district too. So yeah, they're the ones that are sitting there 5-1, lost their first ball game last Friday night. But we'll approach it like we have with the other ones. It's another big train coming down the track, and we're going to get ready to go, and we'll be ready to play when they show up Friday night.
When you look at Judson's offense, obviously very explosive. This team has was averaging more than 50 points a game going into the game against Smith Valley this past week. Now, their star quarterback, Julian Williams, did not play. He's been banged up for the better part of a month. Looks like he might return this Friday, but even if he doesn't, they still have plenty of weapons. Just how tough is that offense to slow down?
Well, they got a lot of weapons, and they start with their front five. Their offensive line does a really good job. They're really big, and they come off the football well. So, you put some talented kids back behind them, and you got potentially a recipe for success. They are a big play team. They're not a team that they're not a team that just marches the ball down the field. It's hard to make them do that, when they're scoring from 60, 70, 50 yards out. But we're going to have to do that. We don't want to get in a track meet with them. We'll have to minimize the big play.
Right.
And, we'll have to take the ball, and they'll be hard to take it and just march it down the field. We'll have to have some big plays on our side of it also. So it'll be interesting.
I would also think that ball control would be important for you on Friday to be able to run the ball with success. To put yourself in position to score and keep their offense on the sideline. Just how big will that be?
Well, it'll be big, and it'll be really hard just to take the ball and just ram it right at them. Like I said, we're gonna have to set some things up and have some plays up the field also to kind of maybe loosen them up a little bit because they're big and they're pretty athletic. But like I said, we've been playing those fronts all year long, so it'll be good.
A typical Judson defense, very physical, very athletic, as Coach Mooch said. You look at this game itself outside of the opponent. This is your senior day on Friday. Just how special has the senior class been for you and your program?
Well, we've got a really good group of young men. We're real fortunate there. It is their not just last game at home, it's their last game. We won't be moving on into the playoffs, unfortunately, but it's senior parent night for us. It's a night for us to recognize what they've done for us through the years, and also with their parents, with their support that they've given us through the years also. So it'll be a special night for us.
And you're not just recognizing the senior class, but it's also Veterans Day as a recognition of that on Friday. Just how special will that be at Cougar Stadium?
Well, it'll be real special. We got the ceremony that morning, and I believe it was at 9:30, 9:35, recognizing the veterans from from whether they're active or inactive or whatever they are. But it's a big day, and it's important to us and our kids and our community, our school.
Coach, back to the game for a moment before we wrap things up. Now, a year ago, you played Judson very tight. It was a 17-9 game in Converse. What do you recall about that game?
To me, it sets up kind of like it is this year. We struggled a little bit early on defensively last season, like we did this year, and we kind of came around and started figuring out how to play a little bit better. And like I said at the beginning of this, I think we're playing our best football right now. Does that mean we're going to win? No. But I think it's going to give us a great opportunity to get out there and have a chance to win.
Well, the Cougars will get that chance Friday at 7:30 against the Judson Rockets. A game we'll have for you on the Cougars Network with our pregame coverage starting at 7:15. Coach, good luck.
Thank you, Brian. I appreciate it.
All right, that again, Coach Mooch. I'm Brant Freeman. This has been Cougars Football with Joe Moczygemba. Thanks as always for tuning in, and we'll catch up with you again next time.